Tell me, in this program, you've titled each of the CDs with the phrase, your inner entrepreneur, your inner COO or Chief Operating Officer, your inner CMO, your inner Chief Marketing Officer.
Right.
Why inner? What's the point of that word here?
It's very lonely being an entrepreneur, John, so we got to have somebody to check in with. So I like the idea, if you can just visualize that you would be checking in internally. Check in inside of yourself. So if you will, the heart and mind. So I want to work with both as we talk today. Our mind is telling us what to say. Your mind is triggering for you the questions you're going to ask me. I'm going to take that question, take it inside of me, feel what you're asking me so that I can come back out through my heart into my mind and let you know the answer or the solution, if you will. So it's a balance. What we're looking for here is balance. So that heart and mind, that inner entrepreneur, that inner COO, that inner marketing person, who's that little friend inside that you can tap into and ask for help?
How does that relate to the issues we've just been describing? Are you suggesting that your typical entrepreneur who's stressed and overwrought is out of touch with this inner being, as it were?
Yeah, I don't think that most entrepreneurs know that they can tap inside of themselves for the answers to most of their struggles, most of their frustrations, if they just took the time to tap internally into this whole code we're going to lay out and the principles therein. And obviously that's how we were able to come up with the codes. These are fundamental realities of life and of things that I've discovered that work. And so we put them into code, if you will, into principles to live by. And in this section where we're going to go through the inner entrepreneur aspect, this is all about true stories. This is real information about people who came into the work with us. These people were daring. They dared to take a chance, and they soared and they changed their life through their relationships and our teachings.
So when you mention the code here, you're describing a set of principles that you've established through your work that actually enables the entrepreneur to transform the way they create their business and they live their lives.
Yeah, codes are really a catalyst for movement, John. We're stuck. Entrepreneurs are stuck. Most people are stuck. They're stuck in a place. They're stuck in a company. Now, they don't think so because the truth of the matter is they've kept it small enough that they can, in fact, look around that company and feel like they're in control. The truth is it's really out of control. But what's really out of control is them. Their life is out of control. So that's why their business is out of control.
And the principles that make up the code here are principles that you believe can bring that control back, or you've seen that in your work.
Absolutely. These principles can offer meaningful inspiration and guidance to anyone. Absolutely anyone can benefit from this. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a manager, if you're a marketing person, you can benefit from this work.
And in this program, you're going to be introducing us to these principles and explaining how they work. So, Jeff, tell me about the very first principle of the code for the inner entrepreneur, which I understand has to do with what you call abundance.
Correct. Here's what we want to do. First of all, we want to create a balanced life of abundance. And I think Steve Jobs says it best. As you know, Steve founded Apple Computer when he was 20 years old. And he said, your work is going to fill a very large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way you do great work is to love what you do. So if you haven't found that great work that you love to do, he says, keep looking. What I hope happens today, John, is that we get people in touch with the fact that they do great work, or that they could do great work. Because what we're really talking about here is a shift. Shift your point of view. Shift your beliefs. Because everything you process regarding information just comes from the paradigm of your belief. That's all it is. If you believe this, I hear your question, I'm going to answer a certain way. So people are stuck on the fact, like you talked earlier, about having to work a 90-hour week and that the business is going to consume their life, instead of the possibility that they could have a belief that this business could really be amazing work and they could do what they love to do.